Welcome to episode 15 in the Slingshot series. I'm Nithya Karia, your microdosing happiness coach, here to help you break down the barriers to happiness so you can achieve and feel good with just 5 simple habits. Today, I'm talking about how we manage emotional expectations so we can harness the power of our emotions, and how to get the confidence to step off the emotional roller coaster of life. No one stays happy all the time. There's no one out there that never experiences a down or pain. Holding that as your goal is how you set yourself up for disappointment and stress. The desire to be happy is different than the expectation that you should never be unhappy. It's not all going to go smoothly. But here's the good news. It doesn't have to. Because our feelings don't need eliminating. They need perspective, a kind of balance. HighVibe habits will never ask you to demonize a part of yourself. It's not necessary, and it's actually counterproductive. All feelings have value because all feelings offer us information. Making use of information doesn't require you to stew in it. Like a hand on a hot stove, information is relayed quickly when we are tuned in. The key here is learning how to stay tuned in. Your brain gets the signal instantly to pull your hand away from the heat. Microdosing happiness is how you can create that strong emotional reflex that gets you out of that low vibe state fast. Pause is powerful. Gain confidence by practicing the 5 simple high vibe habits: clarity, control, confidence, curiosity, and creativity. Now, what kind of information do we receive from our emotions? We can identify that we're hurt or bothered. We could understand that we feel scared or possibly unsafe. We could have a belief that shows up, a belief that we are something or even that we aren't something. And this can happen towards the way we look at other people, right? That we believe someone else is or isn't something. Following these initial ideas can actually lead us to uncovering more about our own subconscious beliefs. For example, why does this bother me or hurt me? And what about this feels scary? What does it mean if I believe I am something or am not that thing? Right? We don't need to never feel afraid, frustrated, or angry again. That's not the goal. We need to quit believing everything we perceive, say, and think in those low moments. We need a way back to ourselves. We want to feel like we can trust ourselves in any moment to be or come back to the person we want to be in all the moments. A high vibe state is a breeding ground for inner confidence, helping you to take on, get through, and even thrive no matter where you are in life. Staying high vibe, again, it doesn't mean that you'll live a perfect life. High vibe habits aren't meant to eliminate every low. They're just your path back to feeling good, a path to raise your vibration every time. High vibe habits powerfully shape our lives because we stop believing all the bad stuff we tell ourselves. We find our way back to feeling good and do it quickly. We make better, more aligned decisions. That means we experience less guilt and regret. We are driven by inspiration over fear, and we stress less because we see solutions over problems. Now, there are times when life feels a little uphill. This week personally has held several for me. When things get tough, it's easy to slip further and further down. I felt tired, down, disorganized, but only for short bursts. With the high vibe habits by your side, the effort it takes to rebound is minimal. It can actually feel easy to feel good. So let's worry less about whether things are going wrong or right. And let's feel confident that we'll be able to handle it either way. Let's decide for ourselves how we want to feel going forward. Happiness is only fragile if it's in someone else's hands. That's all for this episode. Until next week, sending all my love and gratitude.